Hello and Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to the 2024 Fancy Brigade finale, sponsored by Live Casino and Hotel, celebrating 26 years here in the Pennsylvania Convention Center. I can tell you it is a packed house tonight. I'm Alicia Vitarelli along with Anthony Stagliano Jr., the business agent for the Fancy Brigades. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Felicia. How are you?
Great. I know you guys worked so hard on this all year. And today's the day. You had a chance to watch the competition earlier for the 11 a.m. performance. How does it look?
It looks great. It looks great. And the funny thing is that, you know, they consider that their practice round, but it's flawless. The excitement and the energy and the first go around of the performance, it was amazing. I loved watching it.
And I know that you have done this. I mean, this is decades for you in the making. What is it like for the performers out there tonight?
It's an adrenaline rush, right? The performers have been working on this theme for the past, 18 to 24 weeks from a practice standpoint, and then, they spent all year coming up with the theme and, putting all the small nuts and bolts together. Their energy level and their excitement, they're probably ready to showcase everything that they've been working on.
And the one thing I will say, and I know this for a fact, I say this all year, and I will say this a few times tonight, these are our neighbors,
yes,
right? These are people who live all across Philadelphia. These are not professionals, but yet they make it look like a Broadway performance, one group after the next, all 10.
You would never know that they are not professionals and that they're amateurs. The amount of precision that they have in everything from the stitch of the costumes to the dance choreography move, it's just, you would never think that they're not professionals.
Unbelievable. Let's talk about the judges. It's going to be a tough one for them. Here's what they are looking for as we see how all 10 of these clubs perform tonight. The Fancy Brigades will be judged by 6 judges. They're here in the room somewhere. They've been provided by the Fancy Brigade Association, and the judges should be qualified in the fields of costume, design, art, dance, and choreography.
Yes, so each of the judges will have 50 points to score in each of the following categories. Up to 20 points for costumes based on beauty, originality, unification, and portrayal of theme. Up to 15 points for the performances based on organization, movement, execution, and ownership. And another 15 points for production and overall effect based on staging, portrayal of theme, dramatic effect, creativity, and originality.
And of course, the scoring for each of the 6 judges will be total for each brigade, where then the high and low score for each criteria will be removed, providing the final score. We will have 2 alternate judges as well, and the judges can score using quarter-of-point increments. Also, in this evening's show, there is a separate captain's competition. I know this is a huge one, right? They're judged separately, but with the same criteria. Only the top 4 captains will get a prize.
That is correct. Only the top 4. So
I know there's big bragging rights at stake here as well.
There are huge bragging rights at stake here, and it's all in good fun, but it's very competitive.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what we have in store, and we're just getting ready for our very first brigade of the evening to kick off the 2024 competition. We begin with the Satin Slipper New Year's Brigade. This is Chris Maselli's 8th year as captain of the brigade, and this is the club's 65th performance tonight.
Hi, I'm Chris Maselli, captain of Satin Slipper New Year's Brigade. The members of Satin Slipper would like to take the time to thank everyone who supported us throughout the year to make this show possible. We hope you enjoy our 2024 performance, Powwow, a Ritual of Spirit. Our powwow will sure to have you on the edge of your seat as we celebrate the rich history of the Native American culture. Go Slipper.
Happy New Year to this packed crowd tonight. Join Chief Chris Maselli and his Satin Slipper as they travel across the plains to pay homage to the great Native American tribe. Expect amazing colors and elaborate scenery coming to life in a celebration of the ages steeped in the rich history and traditions of the Native American culture with their 2024 theme, Powwow, a Ritual of Spirit. Let's take a look. And there we have it, Satin Slipper New Year Brigade. This is their 65th performance in this competition. There's so much history, Anthony.
Oh, a tremendous amount of history. And this club, I have a lot of good friends in this club, and they just really went way authentic on this. The colors, the pageantry, everything from soup to nuts. So Chris did a great job leading the way.
I'll tell you, the house really provides so much energy. This is a packed crowd here tonight. There are people who make this part of their tradition every New Year's Day.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, some people don't know what it's like to stay home and watch football. Their thing in Philadelphia is let's go to, you know, the Fancy Brigade Festive Finale or watch the Mummers Parade. But this club in particular is just one of a kind.
We also have Captain Chris Maselli here with us, getting ready for an interview. Look at this.
Hey, hello, me.
Oh, hi. Do you want to come sit up here?
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, my goodness. Look, I got a friend. What is your name? Mia? Happy New Year. And who's
Hey,
this?
Happy New Year. This is Michael, and this is Mia.
Oh, my goodness. Happy
hi.
New Year, you guys. You know, Chris, congratulations. We were just talking about the history of Satin Slipper.
Yeah.
And
A ton of family, a ton of tradition. Everyone in there loves one another. We put the work in. Oh, sorry, buddy.
too
We
many.
put so much work in this week between the whole club. I'm shocked how much work we did. Let me put it here.
I'll tell you, Felicia Punzo is going to come join us here in a bit, and she's been telling us a little bit about the costumes and the work that's going into this, and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, Felicia did a ton this year. Always helps. Get me.
Okay.
Helped with all the suits. Help with the show. She's always there for us.
It's great. Tell me the research that goes into putting something like
When we
this
picked
on.
this team,
Yeah.
we knew we couldn't afford it. So it's expensive, a lot of feathers. So we did the research ourselves. We found a company that makes bustles for us, all the feather work. We went to Sammy Rags for all of our suits, and we couldn't be more happy with everything. You know.
You were watching some of the video back. How did it feel to be to kick this off tonight?
It felt great to kick it off until my step broke and my foot went right through the step, but I'll be all right. A couple Miller Lights will fix that.
Anthony, you were talking about just you have so many friends in this club, and just you know what goes into something like this.
Yeah, I mean, Chris and I, we competed against each other for a number of years, so I definitely know what he's talking about when he says he puts so much work into this. And you know, some of the friends that he was referencing there, they've been working nonstop, putting feathers all week long, putting bustles together from morning, noon, night. They're not getting home, then coming right back to the center.
All the way up till 10 o'clock last night we were working, but it's well worth it. Everyone's happy. The pressure's over now. It's up to them 6 people in them booths' hands, so hopefully we get a good score.
Yeah, you know, this is your 8th year as captain. This is a family affair. You have your children here with you today.
My wife wears a suit. She won a female member of the year this year, but she said she's retiring. 10 years and she's done.
Did she say that?
Yeah, she said she's done.
We'll wait till next year and see if that actually happens.
As long as my mom and her mom keep babysitting for drill, it's all right.
Yes. For all the people at home, I say this all the time. You're all of our neighbors here in Philadelphia, putting on this professional production. It really is. No one does it like Philly.
No, most of us are union electricians, union carpenters. I got lawyers, nurses. We all come together to put this show on. None of us here is a professional, which makes this the best tradition ever, you know? Everything we do. I got all my best friends grew up since our Mount Carmel days, grade school, all the way through, and we're still best friends. Even though we fight with each other all the time, we still love each other.
Yeah, you can really tell that this is a family, something that you know for decades in your own life.
Absolutely. You know, my kids are in it. My cousin. It just comes from a long line of family. And then, you know, one day, hopefully, my kids' kids and everything else. So it's definitely cool.
Now,
do you start planning for next year when, like tomorrow?
Give me 2 weeks.
You take like a week off?
And if it wasn't for our older guys, Johnny Buell Sr., Johnny Ricky, only original member. And this year we had Walt Lashesky. It's his 50th year. We're just proud to have the old guys around to give us some light when they calm us down, break up our arguments, you know. But it's what it's all about, family, tradition, and I couldn't be more happy with this club.
How does it feel to have your kids here participating, watching?
Oh, it's great. You don't know how many times every night. Put Satin Slipper on. Put Saturn Aliens on. My daughter loves Tommy Doc. I grew up with Tommy Doc since I was in kindergarten. And Tommy didn't come see her today. She's upset, just to let you know.
Well, he knows now.
Yeah, he's going to know. Make sure you tell him me and Miss Ellie's upset with you, Tom.
And when we look at the crowd, people waving, this is how we keep these traditions going, and we keep them strong.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's important, and it's one of the prides of Philadelphia. So, keeping it with the family, making sure that we, continue on with it each year. It's amazing.
So I'll tell you, Felicia Punzo is going to come up here.
But
first, she has to switch out of this suit, and she has to get ready for the broadcast booth.
She's so excited. She'll be good up here.
Yes, we're excited to have her. But it was nice to see that you guys kicked it off, and she'll be able to share some of that experience.
Maybe she can, she's good. She'll be good up here.
What is your New Year's message to the people watching right now?
Everyone stay safe. Have a happy, healthy New Year. And that's really it.
Chris Maselli, Satin Slipper,
Hi.
8 years as a captain. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice seeing you again.
Great performance.
You're the only person
Happy
who
New
pronounces
Year.
my name right, by the way.
Oh, well, listen, I have a few vowels myself. Okay, right,
Yep,
Anthony
that's it.
too.
We're
That's
good.
right.
You're in good company.
So tell me, what is happening right now? Right, so they came off stage.
Mm-hmm.
I have actually had a chance to see this in the past. How almost each group is a kind of lined up. I mean, in this massive space at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. So one comes off and the next comes on, but it takes a few minutes.
Yeah, so you figure you have a judging floor of, 60 foot wide by 120 foot deep. So that's as big as you can build, right? And the cool thing is that the sets are just so massive, and it takes a while to get these big structures into place. Some of them involve electrics, some of them involve special effects. So not only is it just getting them in place, it's getting them plugged in, it's getting them ready to go. So you have that 4.5 minutes to get everything.
And this is all rehearsed.
Yeah, all week long.
All week, right? Like who comes on, who comes up next, and it's really incredible to see. If you ever get a chance to see behind this set here, each set is stacked, for each of the 10 clubs.
It is. It's like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. You just have to have a plan in place, and then when you get in here, you go ahead and you just put everything together, and then once it's together, practice with it nonstop to make sure it moves in and out.
It's interesting. This is 26 years here at the Convention Center, but all of this used to play out on Broad Street.
All of it played out on Broad Street, and it was definitely a different parade then. We've evolved over those 26 years, and what we do in the Pennsylvania Convention Center allows us to put on this 4.5-minute Broadway show. It's definitely like something no other. But I had the luxury of being able to parade on Broad Street, so I remember what it was like turning around City Hall, and I also know what it was like in the convention at the Pennsylvania Convention Center.
Yes, so it's exciting here. I mean, I know all of the people in this crowd, they have friends, they have families who are performing tonight, but some people come for this show, which is, there is nothing like this happening anywhere else in the country.
Yeah, I mean, we do business with the Independent Visitors Bureau, who buy tickets from us, and people come from out of town. It's crazy.
Next time we say hello to the crowd, I'll make sure to say hello to all of our out-of-town guests who join us. You're an ambassador for the Fancy Brigade, so this must be just the day where you see all of your work come together.
It is, I'm a retired captain, so, it's nice to see my club perform, but it's also nice to see it from a different angle with the other 9 clubs as well. So,
we ready for the next one?
We're ready.
All right. So I've been watching the set come out, and I felt a little bit like we were in the Italian market. Next up is last year's top prize winners, the South Philly Vikings, who have taken top prize 15 times.
The South Philly Vikings, and this is your formal invitation to the Magic Masquerade. I hope you have a happy and healthy New Year, and remember, don't forget your mask.
Get your passports ready as Captain Lou Castelli and his Vikings take us from the streets of South Philly's Italian Market to the captivating canals of Venice, Italy with the Magic Masquerade. South Philly Vikings New Year's Brigade. Wow, that was really a spectacle. How beautiful.
They did us Italians very proud,
Yeah.
don't you think?
It started in the Italian market, took us to Venice, where we felt like we were there for the festivities. Unbelievable. And 15-time winners, right?
15-time
so
winner.
This club comes to play.
Oh, they come to play. Speaking of coming to play.
Yes, Captain Luke Castelli. Congratulations. How you feeling?
Feeling good. I'm feeling good. A little winded, but good.
Yeah, I was going to say, I felt like I was at Carnival.
It is a Venetian carnival.
Yes.
That's what they do out there in Venice.
Unbelievable. Now, did you go and do some research?
I wish.
Yeah,
Our
same.
budget isn't that big, though. So.
Look at this. Each detail. I mean, and the costumes were unbelievable. The work with the feathers.
Thank you.
Look, I'm not a judge. I'm just here for the show. But
I hope
wow.
you are a judge.
Wow, it was. You could see the work that went into it.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
15 wins for this
Yes.
club.
Yes.
And you brought it all tonight.
That's all we can hope to do. Put everything we got out on the floor, and the rest is up to the people in the box.
Very colorful. I mean, just, Louis is a showman, and he comes from a line of showmen, so he does a good job with it. And plus, Louis and I are friends, so I can tell you that. Alicia said, they came to play. I said, oh, Louis always comes to play. So.
Yeah.
That's all we can do, right?
It's we talk about the tradition and the theme. Tell me how you guys came up with this year.
So we had a Venetian masquerade theme on the table for a couple years. We just had to find the right spin on it, and the magic mask really made sense for us this year. So we have fun doing it.
Yeah, what is your message to people who, actually, Anthony and I were just talking about the fact that the Philadelphia Visitors Bureau, makes these tickets available. People come from all over the country. There may be people in the crowd here tonight who have never experienced this. What does it mean to you and to the Fancy Brigade?
It means everything. We work really hard, a lot of time, a lot of dedication goes into this, not just from the captains, but from every member in the club and everybody behind it. So it means a lot for us that we get to put on this 4.5-minute show that we work all year on, and there's people that are able to experience it from all over, and that's the best part about it.
Lou, one of the things that I always admire is that you take a lot of your members and they get involved in putting suits together and jewels. Tell us how much participation you get from that aspect that you
I have an army, is the way I like to say it. So my club, they are behind myself and my creative team 300%, and there's nothing more we could ask for that. I owe everything that we put on the floor today to that team and them girls and guys and them marshals in the club, even the guys that just show up this week to help us push floats. They're all such a big, integral part to all this. And, it's amazing to see. We put a bat signal out 2 days ago to finish up a couple things in the club. I went back to the club. There was 30 people at tables working hard. They enjoy putting it out there just as much as we enjoy putting it out there. I can't ask for more than that.
I think there are people who may not realize how homegrown this is, and even just when it comes to the fundraising, I don't know if people can see this, but each and every gem, jewel, sequin, feather, I mean, the workmanship is unbelievable, and we could see and we know what it costs to put on something like this.
Absolutely. I think the shows are so professional looking that people forget that there's electricians, plumbers, secretaries out there, and we do this. We put this together, and we don't have a producer behind this. We don't have nothing. Just a bunch of guys that like to wear feathers and sequin on New Year's Day, sitting in a room for the next month trying to figure it out. And I think that gets lost with how detailed every one of these shows are, 1 to 10.
Well,
you guys do the most phenomenal job at keeping things under a lid. I know, right? So.
You try to find out what the theme is, right?
Well,
what you're saying?
they'll put it out there. Hey, we're doing masquerade, but it's not just masquerade.
It's the magic masquerade.
It's the magic masquerade. How hard is it to keep some of these things under the hood until like a day like today?
It's super hard, and it's also frustrating for some of my members because they just come and they lead us so blindly, and I gotta love them for that because they come all 4 months, and they work their butt off to get us where we need to be. And some of them are just yesterday found out the whole storyline of the show after seeing it all together.
Wait, really?
Some of them do.
Wait, you keep it under wraps up until like 24 hours?
Not necessarily. I mean, we let it out as the year goes. But some people, don't know. So I got to really give a lot of respect and love to all my people in my club, because I couldn't do what I do here, and my team couldn't do what we do if it wasn't for all 103 of them in suit and the other 200 behind the scenes.
Well, it must feel so good right now. This performance is complete. The crowd was really feeling it. What is your message to everyone for this new year?
We hope everyone has a happy and healthy new year, and I hope you come back or watch next year again, because you never know what you're going to see next.
That's right.
This is
you
true.
Know, we appreciate that people watch it on 6ABC streaming, but come down and see it in person. It really is something. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Congratulations.
Happy New Year.
Thank you so much. Oh, this is great. It's exciting, right?
It is.
And as a former captain, you know how much pride there is in this moment.
There's nothing, I mean, you could tell just by talking to Lou and Chris over the past two performances. They get off that stage, and you wouldn't believe it or not, but there's a tremendous weight that is taken off of your shoulder.
Yeah.
So, but it's bittersweet, right? Because you sit there and you're like, I can't wait to do it, I can't wait to do it. And you're doing it for 100 members, and then you get it done. And you have that sense of relief, like I accomplished everything I wanted to, and the club accomplished everything that they wanted to. And it's just you could hear the pride and the joy and the happiness that they put it all out there on the floor.
Yeah, and they really do. Let me tell you, Golden Crown coming up in a few minutes. They're next. But before we get to that performance, we do want to talk about their former captain and longtime member, Bill Burke Jr. The Fancy Brigade Association selected him to be their 2024 honoree for his decades of work performing on the street, but also tirelessly working behind the scenes. He's a legend, right?
Bill Burke is more than a legend. I don't know if an icon is bigger than a legend, but I can tell you, at the ripe age of 9 years old, Bill came into Mummery, and he's been in Golden Crown forever. Was the second longest running captain in history of the Fancy Brigades at 28 years. He, has worn tremendous amount of costumes. They have a tent over there, decorated in all of his history. But not just that, he's an awesome human being, right? As a former captain, I would go and I would say, Mr. Burke, I was thinking about this. What are your thoughts on this? He's one of those people that you can sit down and just talk to and tell you stories.
He's a mentor.
He's a mentor.
We're going to learn a little bit more about Bill Burke Jr.
Yep.
Okay, Captain Bill Burke Jr. will lead to the Golden Crown.
I belong to Golden Crown New Year's Brigade, and I started when I was 9. I was a late bloomer, though. Most people start when they're 1 or 2 or 3. All my grandchildren started. All of them started at least of 1 year old or lower, and so they all parade with their pop now. I started out, actually the first couple of years, I was in the comics with my father. In 1959, I actually started, and I was in the Emerald Eagle New Year's Brigade, and then my father started a brigade called the King's Men, and he was the captain, and I was in there until 1969. I went into the Navy for 4 years. And when I got out of the Navy in 1972, I joined Golden Crown. I was captain of Golden Crown for 28 years. And I like to try to do something different. You got to stand out in the parade. You take a chance. They either like you or they don't like you. And I particularly liked Broadway themes. I loved to go to Broadway. And my designer, Bob Finnegan, who changed this parade with his designs for not only my club, but for the parade itself in the whole string bands and fancies divisions. We would go to the theater and I'd see something and I'd say, oh, I want to do that. Bob, I want to do Cats. Bob, I want to do La Cage aux Folles. Bob, I want to do Aladdin. And he'd go back and he'd fix it out. We'd go see the show, and he would always say, I only steal from the best. And then we'd see what gimmicks they had and the costuming, and then we'd take it back and try to turn a 2-hour production on Broadway into a 4-minute show. And we were very lucky.
And here is Captain Bill Burke Jr., costume number 1.
But over the next 27 years, we were in the top 10, the top 5, the top 3 a lot, top 4. So, and mostly, again, I like theatrical. I like the productions, and so we were very lucky, and I love it.
I love the Broadway aspect of it. And actually, if you go to the Mummers Museum, in South Philadelphia. You can see a lot of the sketches, you can see a lot of the costumes. It really is a special place.
Yeah, as Bill had mentioned in his interview there, that Bob Finnegan was legendary at drawings, and you could see them aligned all in the Mummers Museum, a lot of which many captains, myself included, wore.
Yeah, it is. It's a piece of history. I think there may be people who live in Philadelphia who have never been. It's really an experience. I think it gives you so much, a kind of an inside look at what you guys do, the fundraising, the work, the craftsmanship.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. It's not just a one-day-a-year thing, the fundraising, the philanthropy, the community service, because it's all those things that we do that are involved that surround and keeping the tradition alive. So it's definitely a prideful thing.
Yeah, I can imagine how the fundraising is. When you see the performances go off, you know not just how much time and effort and work, but also how much money it costs to do something of this magnitude.
Oh, yeah. And, you all year round, that's what you're doing. You're thinking of new and creative and innovative ways to raise money.
All right, well, Golden Crown, are we ready? The Golden Crown New Year's Brigade is up next. They were organized in 1958. 2024 marks their 66th year of mummery.
Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Bob Radowski, and I'm the captain of the Golden Crown New Year's Brigade. Our 2024 performance is the Witching Hour. On behalf of the officers and members of Golden Crown NYB, we'd like to wish everyone best wishes for a safe, healthy, and happy New Year 2024.
Watch as Captain Rob Ranowski and Golden Crown put on a spell with their 2024 performance of The Witching Hour. It's mischief and mayhem as the mythical book of spells is brought to life. Was it real or was it hocus pocus? You be the judge. golden crown with the witching hour. And Felicia Punzo, welcome to the hosting booth. You performed in the very first club of the night, Satin Slipper. How did you feel?
It was awesome. We had such a great time, and you know, we kicked it out there, and now I'm here. So
okay, you had a full suit on.
I did.
Presto changeo, here she is. Tell me what this was like. Well, you're used to a quick change.
I am used to a quick change. My sister-in-law got me ready, thank goodness, and here we are. Let's go. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes. This is so exciting. Felicia is a recording artist. South Philly's on. You're a mom. I mean, you're doing all the things. And how long have you been in the Fancy Brigade in Satin Slipper?
With Satin Slipper, I've been 8 years. And I met my husband in the parade, and now my son's a fourth-generation mummer. So we keep it all in the family.
Yeah, this is something you grew up with, right? Growing up in South Philly. What has it meant for you and your family?
It's meant tradition, and it's also meant family, and just have a great time. Everyone comes together. It's a great thing for the city, and I hope everyone sees that at home. All the hard work, dedication, and putting on a show for everyone on New Year's Day.
We also know it's a tremendous effort. So when I talked to Felicia, ahead of today, you said, I've been up, I slept 3 hours, I slept 4 hours. We're putting sequins on. So that we can achieve outfits like this. I know this is Golden Crown. Captain Rob Ranowski, hey, congratulations.
How you doing? You all right?
Rob, how are you? How does it feel?
Better now, right?
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's unbelievable. You guys come up here. I'm fresh off the performance. You can feel their heart beating.
Absolutely. I can hear you breathing from here.
Listen, a very tough year across the board for the club. Everything that we go through day to day, week to week. Listen, we stuck together. We made it here. We're very, very happy with what came together today.
Awesome.
You were looking at some of the footage, right? That just happened moments ago. What is it like for you to see? I mean, you're leading this club. And really you can tell not just how much heart goes into this, how much work, but also the grit. That's something that you just mentioned. You're like, you know what, we do this and we do this together.
Stick together. Listen, it is what it is, right? We've been faced with a lot of obstacles this year, especially. Every year's tough, but this year's been especially tough. And that's why we're here. You know what I mean? We're here together.
Absolutely. You guys did amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Tell me what this means to you and your family. Felicia and I were just talking about, her 8 years, the fact that she met her husband, her son's fourth generation. What does this mean to you,
My
Rob?
wife's in the club. My two daughters are in the club. Our whole families are in the club. It's just, again, this is what we do, I get mad, I get angry. You have no idea how some of the weeks go, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere else on New Year's Day, and I promised them that.
I have to tell you, I'm looking at the makeup here. Look at this, right?
Yes.
I mean, if the people at home, I wish could see up close all the details, but you can see how much work is going into this.
Are you able to breathe out of the nose?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. We'll figure it out, right?
No, it looks awesome. The whole performance and everyone in your club is like family to you, which is very important as well.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's
family,
how you put
friends,
it all together.
again, you know what it's about. We're here for a reason, and that's for us,
Awesome.
Let's talk a little bit about Bill Burke Sr. He is being honored this year by the Fancy Brigade Association.
So Bill Burke Jr., he was captain of the club for 28 years, vice president of Fancy Brigades for another 15 or so. Again, he is the soothing voice, if you will, right? He's the calming voice when maybe he and I go about things a little bit differently, but listen, we're all in this together. I love it. It's just, we are where we are, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is about legacy too.
Of course, it's a legacy. He was acknowledged as the Lifetime Award winner this year, and I laughed a little bit because he has a suit from 1985, and I couldn't find my suspenders from last week. But whatever, right?
Yeah, I know. And we were talking too about the fact that at the Mummers Museum, you could really go and get such a history lesson on what this has meant for our city.
It does mean a lot to the city. Again, it means a lot to every one of us. We're all good up here. It's a lot of, as Jim Julia used to say, we're built on camaraderie, right? And he was absolutely right.
Yes, and everyone says Golden Crown is like a prominent figure in the association. You guys every year bring it to the next level. You guys used screens this year. It was awesome. Beautiful.
I sold my soul to the devil. I promised I wasn't ever going to do screens.
Yes. This is your first year.
Yeah, correct.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, so, but again, you do what you have to do to compete. You want to stay competitive, with the clubs that are around you. And every club that's in here is legitimately good, So you just got to do what it takes to, to be right there with them. And that's all you can ask for, really.
Yes.
At the end of the
so
day.
the screen's like a whole technological aspect, right?
Well, fortunately, her brother knows what he's doing, and I do not.
My brother did their video.
Yeah.
Oh.
And her other brother's DJing on the truck, so yeah, it's pretty wild. But
all about family, right?
I'm seriously, it really is.
It
and
is.
And again, you're all of our neighbors, right? This is people come here from all over the country to watch this show, which is put on by our next door neighbors in Philadelphia.
Rob lives right down the street from me.
He is your next door neighbor, see? Yeah, tell me about the effort.
Again, it really is all year. It really is, whether it's fundraising or production or suits or costumes, whatever. It's all the time. And now it's a little bit tougher. We laugh sometimes because there's a members list on the wall in the club with addresses and phone numbers. That's irrelevant now. They're texting all day.
Yes.
All the time, all day, all night. Like, I don't know the answers to all these questions, but guess what? I guess I'll figure it out sometime, right?
Well, you are moving with the times. Great performance. What is your New Year's message for everyone?
Listen, Happy New Year, everybody. Again, thank you all for your support, your help, your dedication. Happy New Year 2024.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Well, it's so interesting, when you talk to each of the captains to find out about all of the hard work that goes into it. And also, it's like they just kind of stepped off the floor.
Absolutely.
And are just coming to us with instant reaction about
And you feel the adrenaline from them when they get off the floor. It's awesome. It's nothing like that 4.5 minutes going on the floor and feeling the energy afterwards. The adrenaline I still feel the adrenaline from when I just got off the floor.
Yeah, I know. And, again, Felicia was in the very first performance of the night, the very first club to go. How is it being the kickoff? Satin Slipper was the first to go. How does it feel to be number one right out of the gate?
Well, Slipper, we've gone up first many of times, so I've been used to that. But it's okay. We get the parties going. We get the show going, and it's a reward at the end of the day. And you go up 2nd Street faster, and you wait for your results a little bit longer, but you have a great time with your family and friends waiting for the results of the show. So
we talked about the fact that your brother helped with Golden Crown's performance, and there are shared DJs, and also a choreographer that you were telling me about earlier.
Yes, so my brother does music for a bunch of different clubs, whether it be for Satin Slipper, Golden Crown, the Avenuers, the Sats. Also, Jacqueline Lieb, she does it for a bunch of different clubs as well. So I'll let you know when her choreography comes up. She's awesome. She does it for Slipper and a bunch of other clubs.
So when we talk about the fact that we have secretaries, lawyers, police officers doing this choreography, I would love to talk to her about what it's like to teach everyone the same steps.
I've talked to her before, and she says it. If you have a girl group out there, it's easier to teach the girls.
Is it true? Is that what she says?
Actually, not all the girls, but some groups are faster than others, and you have some guys that are really awesome dancers. Like Golden Crown has a lot of guys, awesome dancers. A ton of, you'll see. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to be awesome.
You watched earlier, right?
Yes.
You watched the 11 a.m. performances
Yes.
from the earlier group. And tell me, you said this is just one after the next.
One after the next after the next. It's so many surprises and high energy, color. It's going to be something else.
You're just coming off of your very first Christmas single. I mean, you had such an incredible holiday season. This just must be like the cherry on top, like the punctuation point.
Absolutely.
You haven't stopped going, Felicia. I see you.
I haven't stopped going, but it's all worth it. I can't believe that I'm even doing this with you right now.
I know. We're so happy. We're actually Felicia performed at the City Hall tree lighting,
Yes.
and we joked. It's the Alicia Felicia show.
There we go.
And here we are.
Here we are.
Manifesting it on the very first day of 2024. Yep. It's again, we're looking forward to so many more of the groups coming down. Our next performance is sure to be a very festive one. This is the Saturn Aliens 55th performance. They took home top prize 2 of the last 3 years.
Hi, I'm Tom Doherty, captain of the Saturn Alien News Association. I'm about to take you down to Rio de Janeiro with our theme, Rio Rhythms, celebrating Rio's Carnival. On behalf of the Saturn Aliens, we'd like to wish you all a safe and happy new year. We hope you enjoy our 2024 show.
Are you ready to samba? Please join Captain Thomas Doherty and the Saturn Aliens as they take us on a visual feast of color and feathers deep into the Amazon rainforest. And keep those dancing shoes handy as the excitement builds with the beautiful energy and passion of Brazilian culture with their 2024 performance, Rio Rhythms, celebrating Brazilian Carnival. Saturn Aliens taking us to Rio. That was a party.
Oh, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. So much color and high energy. We were dancing in our seats.
We were. And you know what I love the most? When they bring the kids up to the front.
I love it. It's the one girl was sambaing.
Hey, speaking of the color and the costume, I love it when the captains come up because I get to see it up close. Tom Doherty, congratulations. This was wonderful.
Thank you very much.
How you feeling?
Wow, very tired. very tired.
Yes, I saw it right up in the front. I watched the moves. I think to myself, with the whole costume, this must weigh something.
My legs were giving out halfway through.
You couldn't tell because you're such a showman.
I said my suit's so big, any small movement I make, my suit makes a big movement. So I didn't look too bad out there, probably.
No, you looked amazing. You were owning that stage. You sure were.
Felicia said we were dancing along with you.
Listen, we wanted to get the crowd involved.
Look at this.
We had a lot of fun with this. A lot of fun.
So you won 2 out of the last 3 years. Is this the year where you said, all right, we're here to regain our crown?
We had to pick a theme that gave us the energy to come out here today and put on a show. The color, the beauty, the energy. We really brung it, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Look at that.
Yeah, we had a lot of suit gimmicks this year.
The pineapples. That was cool.
Pineapples.
That was really cool.
Oh, it came off well.
And I really love the all the artwork. Do you have like a good artist and everything all the time?
Killed it today.
Yeah.
Killed it this week.
This was my favorite part here, where everyone is going to turn around.
Yes. Hey, listen, we watch a lot of YouTube. We find all these videos.
Yeah.
We try to make it happen.
And the birds are bird-like. Like when I was in the back, I was admiring all the different artwork that the guy did, and the peacock it's like 3D.
Oh yes.
Like that's amazing.
Yes,
I love when the kids came out at the end too.
They love it. I wish I could put them in the show more, but it's a little dangerous for little kids to be running around. But they enjoy this coming out at the end.
Is your son in the show?
He was here for the
first
12 o'clock show. Yes.
He has 2 sons. He just has another one from this year. What are your sons' names?
Tommy and Brooks.
Tommy and Brooks.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have a baby.
I have a 4-year-old and a 3-month-old.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So cute. And they're going to be mummers as well.
Yes. Well, that is part of the legacy. It's part of the history. This is all about family.
And now I seen Chris Maselli was here earlier talking about Mia, his daughter.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mia.
Oh, I love Mia.
I'm her favorite captain, Chris says.
You are.
Happy New Year.
We appreciate how the Sats are always willing to give a hand to any club in this organization.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what we pride ourselves on, helping everybody. We have friends everywhere in these brigades.
Yeah, you helped our club with marshals. You helped us
we had a couple slipper marshals here.
And you helped us with cardboard for our suits.
Yeah, listen.
We go and call the Sats for everything.
Always willing to lend a hand.
Yes, absolutely.
What has this meant for you? And every year when you step out as captain, you lead this group. What does it mean for you personally?
I'm very proud of the people behind me. They put in a lot of work, a lot of hard work, a lot of money to make sure we put on the best show on the floor.
Something that I admire most about your club is you have a lot of family in the clubs, but your friends are your family.
Oh, absolutely.
The energy and the love that you feel from your group.
I mean, I had a wedding and I had 20 groomsmen because of this club.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
Yes.
Dressed?
Dressed.
What,
not as mummers.
I was going to say that. No. Come on.
My wife would not allow that.
No. I don't know, but I'm just picturing it.
I actually had a strict rule for the DJ: no New Year's, no New Year's
that
music
was
at the
mine
wedding.
too. That was mine too.
Don't need to break out the umbrellas.
No. I feel like the people that do the New Year's music aren't in the parade, unless they're like the wenches where they love that stuff.
We had to leave that home for one day.
Yeah.
Because it's 364 days of the year. It's what you're doing.
That's the truth.
Yes. Yep. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very
so
much.
fun to watch.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
I hope you felt the crowd.
I did. That's what kept me going.
Yeah.
What is your message to everyone for this
I just
new
want to
year?
wish everyone a safe and happy New Year. We hope you enjoyed our show.
We did.
All right.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Saturn Aliens, so fun.
So earlier I told you that Jacqueline was the choreographer for a bunch of clubs.
Yes.
This is one of them. And she always does a fantastic job with all of her clubs. But this one, you can really see they really pick up the moves and take it to heart. You know, if she says, turn your head left and jump, they turn their head left and they jump. Like, they take it to heart and they bring it every time. You could see it.
Meanwhile, choreography is, I'm sure, her second, it's like her hobby.
I believe that this was the first club that she ever choreographed. Like, this was her family club, I believe. And it's special to her heart, I know that. All of her clubs are. She's a busy lady, let me tell you. And you could say, look how cute these kids are.
I know, they're so cute. I love the fact that they got dressed up for this because they know.
Love it.
I mean, otherwise you're underdressed.
It's so cute. I think they're dressing with the theme of their family clubs.
Oh,
that is so cute.
Precious.
I love it.
I love to see all the smiling faces. You know,
look how happy.
We were here setting up, and people will come over and say, "Oh, my son. You know, look for him on the right. My daughter, my granddaughter." It really is about family, and there are people in this crowd tonight who are watching this in person for the first time. There are people who may not even know the real tradition of mummery in Philadelphia.
No, and when you look at this, they think, oh, well, no, this is hard work. Yeah. This is dedication. This is your average Joe, the electrician, the carpenter, the school teacher, you know. So I think that when you see this on the floor, they're not professionals, but they're not professionals at all. But when you see this on the floor, it's like a Broadway show.
It really is. Yeah. 4.5 minutes, each group, 10 clubs. And you mentioned this is how you met your husband.
Yes.
Tell us your love story.
I was actually, my brother's DJ'd for Satin Slipper. I did a little part in the show as an announcer, like a broadcaster. Here we go.
Here you are.
And he was actually dressed up as a peacock, and I was dressed up as a news reporter.
I love
and
this.
It was love at first sight.
And how long are you married?
We were married 3 years.
Oh.
Yep, and my son Denny is 1. And this is his second costume. He looked so cute. I wish I could have brought him here, but he would have been running around the whole place.
and plus, it'll be his bedtime soon, so you gotta keep him on
Thank
schedule.
God for my parents. This week, they have really helped me tremendously because I was at the club working very late, and they never say no. They love that kid, and you know, he's happy. And when he saw us with all the feathers, his eyes lit up. It was beautiful.
That's
like
what
it's
all
about.
Because it's like
Seriously,
he knows.
it was so beautiful to see that. So it was great.
And this is something that people pass down, and that is how this tradition stays so strong.
Yes. My husband's grandfather, then it was his dad, then it was him and his brother. Now it's my nephew Caden and my son Denny. Like, it is just wonderful to see, and I can't wait for it to keep going and going and going. It's awesome. So great.
But for you, how did you decide you wanted to get involved?
I was actually with the South Philly Vikings first, and a lot of my friends were in the club, and my brothers also DJ'd for them as well. And I really just love just putting on a production.
Well, we know this about you.
Yes.
You've always been that person.
Yes,
right?
I love putting on a production and seeing it come from nothing to something. Right after New Year's, they're thinking about a theme. They're thinking, what's next? Actually, sometimes they're thinking, what's next, like, tonight? Like, they're not stopping. They're like, what can we do tomorrow to make our next year's show fantastic? And that's what I admire about these people, because they want to keep the tradition alive, and I find it to be beautiful.
It is, and I think if a lot of people don't know, I mean, it's worth looking into the history of this and how, you know, it has persisted in Philly and become an iconic moment in our city's calendar year, November 1st. Philly owns this.
We own it.
All right, our next group, the Avenuers. This performance, we're told, will leave us all feeling very enchanted. It is Captain Robert Fitzmaurice's 6th year as captain, and the theme this year for them is Mr. Sandman.
Hi, I'm Captain Robert Fitzmaurice, captain of the Mummers Fancy Brigade. We'd like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We hope you enjoy our theme,
The Enchanted Key, Journey Through the Four Realms.
Join creator Captain Robert Fitzmaurice, who will guide you on a journey of colorful fantasy beyond the realms of your imagination. Through a wintry ice fantasy into a blooming garden, the Avenuers invite you to frolic with the clowns in this world of wonder and amazement with their theme, The Enchanted Key, Journey Through the Four Realms. Aveneurs taking us through the 4 realms.
I find them to be so inspirational. Every costume that you saw, they made themselves.
That's amazing.
I am blown away by that. I give them all the props in the world. They made them less than a month. How nuts is that? That's crazy.
It really is incredible to see. Oh, they're the littles. I love to see the kids come out.
Me too. That's so cute. So cute.
Now, when you say they made it all themselves, as opposed to, like, how does that compare to other groups, other clubs?
Usually we hire a costumer. They ended up making their own suits, and, you know, I don't know how they did it.
Well, we're going to find out.
Yeah, we have to ask him, because I'm curious. All I had to do was put feathers on a suit and glue. I don't know how they did it.
I mean, honestly, you could see the craftsmanship, and Captain Robert Fitzmaurice, congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, he's so sparkly up close. Look, you see the glitter. I love it. We were just talking about your costumes, and Felicia was saying your club handmade everything. Tell me about this process.
Yeah, I mean, it was an easy process, but the club came together and, you know, really put it together. This is a tough year for that, but it worked out.
Unbelievable. Every single detail.
Mine was made by Jimmy May.
Yes.
The clubs we were
His was made by Jimmy May, and all of the other members were from them.
How are you feeling right now, coming off of this performance?
Good, you know, relieved.
Yeah.
That it's over.
And he's all smiles, ear to ear.
He has smiled like that since I met him when I was like 4 years old, okay?
We're taking a look back at the performance. What is it like for you to watch it? I mean, you just lived it.
I mean, you know, the first show was good. This show is definitely probably better.
The first show is usually like the dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Unbelievable. Tell me about your theme. How did you guys come up with it this year?
I watch movies like everybody else, so I seen this movie and I didn't think it would be our theme, but me and my fiance put it together and the club ended up doing it for a theme.
Awesome.
I don't know that I've seen ballerinas before. They kicked it off with ballerinas.
In the show?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It looked really good. It looked great.
No, it did. It looked really great, and you were made for this role. I used to watch you perform behind your dad, and just seeing you do this is so special for me to see, because we grew up together. So I really love seeing this for you, and you can tell and feel the passion that you have for this.
Always, yes.
Yes, I love it.
This is your 6th year as captain.
Yes.
How does it feel, to really rally this club?
I mean, we just keep going out there. I try to get them guys to stick around and keep doing the same stuff. You know, there's nowhere else but to go up.
So this is something that has been a part of your life, right? I'm sure you don't remember anything else other than being in a Fancy Brigade, being a mummer. What does it mean for you personally?
It is. I'm a true mummer. This is, I grew up on it. I raised on it. Regardless if I wanted to do it or not, this is who I am.
Oh, but I feel like you would have done, it has to be part of the composition of just your soul, right?
He is a mummer. That's all it is. Rob Fitzmaurice is a mummer.
My dad was captain 30 years before me, so I took over for him 6 years ago, and he's still marching with me.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be really special. What was it the moment like when the baton was passed, when the torch was passed? What did he say to you? What was his advice?
I don't even remember what he said to me.
You've watched him do it.
Right. I've been behind him all along as captain from the start, so I know what he needed. So now I know what I need from other people.
Yeah.
I couldn't see a better captain for that club than his son, because he embodies his father. He truly does.
I love that. Congratulations. What is your message to everyone for this new year?
Happy New Year, and see you next year.
Yeah, and we certainly will. Captain Robert Fitzmaurice from the Aveneurs, congratulations on a great performance, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Well, we know how much effort it takes to put this together. We know what it takes to carry on this tradition. Jake Joyce from Live Casino Hotel right here in Philadelphia, sponsoring this event. Tell me what it's like for you here at Live to really make sure that this tradition not only sustains, but is just so incredible. You feel the energy.
Nothing but energy in this room. This is my first time at the Mummers Parade, first time at the Fancy Brigade finale. I mean, I'm just so excited. I didn't know what to expect. And when I saw this room at 4 o'clock and I see grandstands and empty room and everybody running around, and then the actual production just in the last 45 minutes, it has transformed. I mean, this is New Year's, and it's not New Year's Day in Philadelphia without the Mummers, without the Fancy Brigade finale. We just can't be more proud to support this organization. We've expanded our partnership from the title sponsor of the Mummers Parade to the title sponsor this year of Fancy Brigade finale. We're just more excited than ever, and it's really a community partnership we want to continue for the years to come.
When you look around this room and you see this packed house and you feel the energy, what is it like to say, you know what, we helped make this a reality this year because we know what it takes to put on a production like this?
Well, no, I got to give the hard work to everybody here. You know, it's fairly easy to go to some meetings, to get some community partners together, write some checks. But for the folks that put on this production here and practice all year long, I hear under a bridge outside sometimes.
Yes.
We can't take the credit. We're just so happy to be a part of it and have our name associated with this event that's going on for over 100 years.
So impressive, right, to see. And again, we talk about this all the time. These are our neighbors. These are not professionals, but this looks like professional Broadway.
Yeah, and they take it obviously very seriously and professionally, very competitively, which is what we are at Live. We're very competitive, we're very good community partners, and we're just can't be more proud than we are today and watched it, really the finale here on this New Year's Day, this beginning of 2024.
Well, I want to personally thank you, Live Casino, for helping us put this together, because without you writing the check, we wouldn't be able to put this production on. So thank you very much for that, and we appreciate you guys very much.
Well, we thank you, and we'll tell the 2,000 team members that work hard at our building every day to support not only the city of South Philadelphia and Philadelphia metro area, but again, the Mummers Parade and the Fancy Brigade finale tonight. So thank you for having us. We look forward to being here for many years to come.
Oh, thank you so much.
We love it. So this is your first event of 2024. What do we have to look forward to at Live Casino Hotel? What else
we're
are
a
you guys working on?
24/7 operation. And sorry to interrupt you, but we just have so much. And I just want to say, we have live boxing coming up January 12th. We've got Craig Ferguson, late night entertainer and comedian, coming on January 19th. The Marlon Wayne of the Wayne Brothers coming in March. Kelsey Cook, the comedian, on February 9th. If you can't make that, headline entertainment, we have live entertainment 6 nights a week for free in our center bar. 510,000 square feet of gaming, entertainment, hotel.
I've been there. It's a fun time.
Better take the mic away from me, otherwise I'm going to keep telling you what's coming up.
Well, thank you so much for for sponsoring this, and we look forward to a great year. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to both of you. Thank you so much. Wish you well.
You too. It's going to be a great 2024.
Absolutely.
Love that we get to spend this very first day, this brand new year together.
Yeah. Oh, me too. This is great. This is great. We manifested, and it happened, and that's what it's all about.
So this break is a little bit longer than it typically is, because we give the judges a little bit of time to kind of like refresh, reset, a little bit, stretch a little bit.
Hey, they have a hard job up there. They have to judge the 10 clubs, and this year the judging's a little differently. I think you might have touched on that possibly earlier. So I'm very curious to see how it's going to come about and how the placement's going to be, since the judging is differently. I'm very, very excited to see it.
Well, we did run down how the clubs are being judged, but what is different this year than the past?
So this year they're getting judged. The one judge is judging the whole show. Before it used to be in categories. Now they're judging it as a whole. So I'm very interested to see how that works. And I'm sure a lot of other people are. It's something new for this year, and a little change.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So they're in the room somewhere.
Ooh, we don't know where.
Do you know who they are? Do we know who the judges are?
No, I think one person knows who the judges are, and it's not any of us. And I think that you can't have an affiliation with the club either. It has to be someone who doesn't know really anything about this. I think that they get like a booklet to read, maybe watch a couple videos, and they come out here and judge. It's actually pretty cool. So we'll see how they do.
Yes. Tell me what it's like when the clubs are waiting to find out who won. What is this moment like? Is this like the Oscars?
The one year, I thought we were going to do really good, right? I think it was 2020. We did Island year. And that year we worked really hard, and we just felt it. And when we got the phone call and we got second, I'm not kidding, I cried my eyes out like a baby. I have a picture like jumping on my husband like with tears in my eyes. Like, it was great. The feeling's amazing. Like, it's like you get butterflies. I think I get more nervous to get that call on New Year's Day than I do get with performing or being even here. It's so crazy.
So everyone's together. This happens tonight.
Tonight, right on 2nd Street. After they leave here, they have like a party, a big party, a big celebration for all the hard work and dedication. And when they're walking down the street, they get a phone call about like right after the show, you know, around like 10 something, they'll get a phone call that what place they got in. It's either not so good or really, really good. So.
Well, we are going to have the results tonight on Action News at 11. It's also always really exciting for us to be able to share the news with the community, because I know it's something that people look forward to every year. And sometimes there are surprises, and you mentioned that the judging is going to be a little different this year. So I know we're kind of all on the edge of our seats. I mean, everyone feels like a winner right now.
You know, guess what? No matter what, it's only a place in my eyes. I know other people are a little bit more competitive than me. But just putting on the show in general is a win. You know, it takes a lot of money, hard work, dedication for an average person, and I just find it to be really a beautiful thing that, you know, we want to put on the show. Nothing's like coming out of that curtain and kicking it out for 4.5 minutes and being proud of yourself and cheering with your fellow club members and just feeling that energy and love. You get together, you know, the weeks coming up to New Year's, and you really do feel that love, support, and family-oriented, you know, thing.
So I'm picturing all of this happening in the height of the holiday season.
Yes.
What is this stretch like for people who are in a Fancy Brigade or any mummer?
So before I had my son, Christmas did not really exist much.
Right.
I mean, it existed, obviously, the 7 fishes and Christmas Day, but it was really, it's a little hard to get all of the family holiday stuff in.
Well, because you're rehearsing, you're sewing,
you're doing everything.
You were showing me before. You're like
burn
you have
marks
from the hot glue gun,
yes.
right? I mean, so much goes into this.
Yes.
I thought to myself when I was thinking, what this day, it starts so early and ends so late.
Yes.
Does everyone just take tomorrow off, I hope?
No, we have a little after party at our clubs tomorrow. Okay. You know, just to celebrate, and then after that, I think like. The next 2 days, you take a little break, and then they're right back at the club.
Yes. And their day jobs.
And their day jobs, yeah. Some people have to go to work tomorrow. I don't know how they do it.
I don't either. I will say the interesting thing is when you think about when you said like win, lose, whatever. Some of the captains told us tonight it's been a rough year in whatever that meant for them. You know, maybe there was a loss. Maybe fundraising was hard.
Yeah.
You know, to put this on, but it feels like a victory. Every single captain who steps up here, you can feel like the pride.
Yeah, it makes me happy to see them happy, and you know, it's really hard to have about 70 to 80 members behind you. They look up to you. They want you. You're running the show, so it takes a lot of leadership and. You know, a lot of skills to be that person, and all these captains performing are those people. I know them personally, and I'm really, really happy for them.
You know, I remember the first time I watched the string bands, you know, come down, you know, Broad Street and to sit in the parade, you know, during the day. And the first time I came into the convention center and watched this up close. And I remember thinking to myself, the talent that is present in Philadelphia is overwhelming, from musicians to choreographers to costume designers. And again, these are not their full-time jobs. These are hobbies that become passions, that become, you know, the dedication of mummery.
Yes, you become a mummer and then you are a mummer. Like, it's just fantastic. Like, it's great. Ooh.
Well, coming up,
yes,
Spartans, our next performance is all about harmony. This is the Spartans' 11th year in the finale, and it is Pat Dio's 3rd year as captain.
Happy 2024. I'm Captain Pat Dio. Join me and the Spartans on our captivating journey through Earth's habitats in our 2024 performance, Earth, a Harmony of Life.
Nature is about to unfold all of its harmony right before you. Join Captain Pat Dio and the Spartans on a captivating journey through Earth's diverse habitats and creatures, and witness the wonder of life's interconnected dance with their 2024 performance, Earth, Harmony of Life. And there you have it, the Spartans, Earth, Harmony of Life. That was beautiful to watch.
I really felt the harmony when they all came together at the end. It was, everyone was in their lines, and it felt like it all came together. It was so nice to see.
It's so nice to have you here because, being on the inside, Felicia sees things differently. I am just amazed by every performer that's out there. We're so close. It's almost like you can touch them. So it's, I think this is my 11th year.
Oh my goodness.
Hosting.
That's
so
awesome.
It's really been incredible year by year to get a chance to see each group and how they progress, and the winners from some years. We were talking about, in fact, the South Philly Vikings won last year.
Yes.
But then there are some groups that have really held strong and won the last 2 out of 3.
Absolutely. It's anyone's game, really. It all depends on what the judges like, what they see. Oh my goodness, we have
Look
lights.
At this up close.
We have lights over here.
Hi, Pat. Pat Zio, how are you? Happy New Year.
Happy
This
New Year.
was really, really beautiful. The
Thank you.
harmony of life. And by the way, I feel like we are under the sea.
Oh,
are
thank
you
you.
the entire globe
Yep.
here?
We go through a lot of themes. We actually had to turn in last, so this is our last pick of our theme, and we just did the best we could with it.
I was going to ask you, tell me how this all went down for you.
In the past, the brigades pick positions by a number. We picked 11th last year. So after everybody turns in all their Indians and Aztecs, you get left over with whatever. So I figured let's combine 4 themes into one and just do it.
Look at this. Wait, first of all, the light up action here is really, really amazing.
Yeah.
Well, he had
Thank you.
had a suit, like a back piece.
I had
change.
a flower one to start.
Yeah.
Brand back change. I came out for the finale with this one.
Was that really
Last
hard?
year I was told that they couldn't find a captain. I said this year they're going to find a captain.
Oh, they found you.
They found you. I had to give it a shot, so we see what happens. We want to see what happens.
Was that really difficult to change from one back piece to the other?
I'm sorry?
Was that difficult?
I mean, the first show was very difficult.
Okay.
This one we figured it out and it was 20 seconds done.
Good.
Yep,
That's
it was
awesome.
an instant thing.
When you look at the footage, right, this happened just moments ago. Your smile, like ear to ear right now.
Always.
You were so proud of this.
I'm so proud of this group. They're amazing. Every one of them. Every one. These girls right here, they're my heart. They are just absolutely amazing, every one of them. Every one of them.
I noticed a lot about the Spartans.
Yes.
You guys are so tight-knit.
Yes.
And I remember when you won 4th place captain.
2 years ago.
They all showed up.
Yeah. At the banquet.
At the banquet,
yeah.
they all showed
Yeah.
up, and I was like, "That's so nice to see."
We had a death in our club. Mr. Otto
Yes.
died this year, and the only thing he asked us was to get together.
Yeah.
Together, and that's what we're doing.
Mr. Otto was such a beautiful man,
heartbreak.
and his heart was the Spartans. That was,
and he's our heart.
Yes, he
He's our
loved that. He loved the Spartans.
I cry every time we talk about it. It's sad, but hey.
Well, this is what it's about.
Oh yeah. It's all about family, and we're all family in that club. We have each other's back, and it is what it is.
He would be very proud of this performance. Truly,
He would be. I know he would be.
Yeah.
What is the legacy? Like, what is it that you now carry forward?
From Mr. Otto,
Yeah.
it's the togetherness. He was always a guy. He wore his heart on his sleeve. He was a straight shooter. He would tell you, if you're doing something wrong, you're doing something wrong. He was a straight shooter. You had no, and that's what I take from him. Take no crap and just tell people how it is. That's how he was. Greatest man. One of the greatest. He was like my father. He was like a father figure.
I don't mean to change the subject.
Yeah, no problem.
But it looks like you have 2 faces.
Yeah,
on your
my makeup is 3 faces.
That is incredible.
It's my face and then 2 faces on each side.
Do you see that? The lips and
It looked a lot better this morning. It's got to be touched up.
That's really cool.
Yeah, if I turn my eyes, it looks like the one eye's looking the other way.
That's amazing.
That's so wild, right?
That's my makeup artist name is Nellie Banning.
I've never seen something like that. That's really awesome.
I'm sorry.
Oh, they want you to turn so people can see it up close.
Oh, look at that.
Gotcha.
So
nice. My face.
Yes.
Yeah, I only saw it this morning one time, and this is the first time seeing it.
So turn either way so that people can see.
So if you
what
look
we're seeing.
this way, and I look my eye, you can see the face is on this side, and it's on the other side.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
Wow.
That's what everybody keeps saying. It's just the craziest thing they saw. So Nellie did a magnificent job on all of our makeups.
I really liked how you had the when the snow people disappeared.
Oh, you talk about the wind tunnel.
Yes, very clever.
I had, no matter what theme we were doing this year, I was trying to change color, and that was the idea that I seen it before.
Yeah.
Golden Crown did it before. South Philly Stringman did it before. And I was like, hasn't been done in a while. I'll steal it. I'm taking it.
It's okay. It's okay to recycle.
The whole brigade's about recycling.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know how it is.
I
You know how it is.
And you did it well.
Thank
It
you.
looked great.
Thank you so much.
I just marvel at each and every detail. And I know that we have talked about the fact that even with the costuming, you'll see that the pieces will be recycled throughout.
Oh, yeah.
The Mummers are the original fashion
This
recyclers.
back piece is totally recycled. It's like all different parts that we soldered together, and we bought lights and we just strung it. That's all it is. Recycled pieces.
It's really. It must feel really, really good.
It does.
In this moment that you're in.
This is the most excited I've felt coming off the floor in a long time. Even after my first year 3 years ago, this is my 1 year that I loved. It was something that we've never done before, something we were far from, and we just took a shot at it.
Is this your first year with a screen?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, and Dylan did your...
Dylan Luco. Dylan Luco did an amazing job with the concept.
It's my husband's cousin.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, Timmy's I went to high school with Tim. He's her dad. He's one of my best friends.
I was very impressed with how
She
great
did an
she
amazing
did.
job. I had hired somebody originally. And Timmy said, "You want to give Dylan a shot?" I said, "Let me just see what you got." And she sent me some videos, and I was like,
"Go, Dylan!"
She a lot cheaper, I'll tell you that.
I love this. Everyone knows each other.
Yes.
This is the best.
That's it.
And Dylan's an amazing kid.
Yeah, she is.
Tim
She's a very
Magenta, our
nice-
designer, amazing. So, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What is your New Year's message for everyone for 2024?
My New Year's message is just be good to people, because I'm a police officer at heart. I'm a police officer. A lot of negative out there. Just be good to people. Be good to everybody.
Thank you for your
Thank
service.
you. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Pat
New
Theo,
Year.
I love the smiles on their faces.
Always.
Turn around. Show people the back of this costume.
The back?
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Here it comes. Oh,
Wow.
yes.
Good.
Oh, yeah, so good.
Thank you so
So good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank
Happy New
you.
Year.
Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, he's right behind you. There you go.
Great.
Oh, there it goes. Woo! Oh, I love it.
He's such a great guy.
It's so nice. And we mentioned all of the day jobs that our captains and performers have. He's a
police
Philadelphia
officer.
police officer,
Yeah.
so we're so grateful for his service. Anthony Stagliano from the Fancy Brigade Association was here earlier.
Yes.
And tonight we are missing Karen Keller, who is so wonderful. I mean, we're so sad that she's not here. She's feeling under the weather.
Yeah.
And your presence is missed. Happy New Year, Karen. We can't wait.
Happy New Year.
We hope you're feeling great soon. Karen, though, did have a chance to sit down with Anthony and talk about what the members of the Fancy Brigade are doing when they aren't performing. Let's take a look.
So Anthony, I know we talk a lot about the Fancy Brigade Division and the community service that goes on, and we're going to talk about some charitable giving today. One is Kisses for Kyle, which is helping families through a diagnosis of pediatric cancer, and it helps the family with different experiences or any expenses that they may have during that diagnosis.
Yeah, exactly. They were able to help, I think it was over 2,200 family members and over 500 families with more than $670,000 on participation donations in 2023 alone. So it's huge. We've been working with Kisses for Kyle for at least 2.5 years now, and Sharon Snyder is one of the most wonderful women. Her son, unfortunately, was diagnosed with leukemia just a couple weeks shy of his second birthday, and this foundation has grown and flourished and has so many different partners, and the fact that the Fancy Brigade Association could be one of them is just amazing to me.
That's great work. Another organization the Fancy Brigade Association donates to is Hope for Haley, having to deal with mental health issues. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Hope for Haley was a story about Haley Jackson. It was turned on to me by, a lifelong friend. I was able to meet Kevin Jackson, Haley's father. And the premise around Hope for Haley is to destigmatize the perception of mental health awareness. And it's astonishing to read and learn so much about this. People walking amongst us, people were sitting at dinner tables that you would never even realize that they're suffering from mental health awareness. And, Haley Jackson's story is one that warms my heart personally. And, the fact that she was like this student and star athlete and unfortunately lost the battle to help to mental health awareness, really kind of hit home for me. And so when I introduced it to the Fancy Brigade Association and we worked with the golf outing and a couple other aspects, some wheels that we've done. We're hoping to bring some more awareness about Hope for Haley because they're located not far from us in Delaware County. If you go to hopeforhaley.org, you can learn a little bit more about their organization and their purpose. I have, seen a lot of different speakers go to this, and the fact that the opportunity is to help those people that you would never really think are in need, are in desperate need, and help their families, it just goes without saying. So the Fancy Brigade Association is really proud to participate in these two philanthropies this year.
So special.
Yeah, that was so nice. I miss Karen. Feel better.
Yeah, we love you, Karen.
And that was beautiful. Kisses for Kyle is a great organization, and I'm happy now everyone gets to see it. It's very nice.
Yeah, it is.
The Fancy Brigade Association, our motto is 10 clubs, 1 family. And it's very, very special to have traditions passed on from each person in the clubs.
And we really feel that. One of the prominent families in Mummery, the Tercy family, is up next with the Clevemore Fancy Brigade. Founded in 1936 by Captain Rocco Tercy's great-grandfather, a member of the Tercy family has been captain of the brigade continuously since 1971.
Incredible.
Hi, I'm Rocco Tercy, captain of the Clevemore Fancy Brigade. I'd like to give a thank you to all my club members for their hard work and dedication in making this performance a success. Happy New Year, and go Cleveland.
And that is what we mean by family. Since 1971, a member of the Tercy family has been captain. It's incredible.
So incredible. Well, grab your popcorn, cotton candy, and peanuts, and watch the birds soar and the tigers roar as Clevemore Fancy Brigade takes us under the big top.
Join Captain Rocco Tercy as the Lion Ringleader in their 2024 performance, The Greatest Show in the Animal Kingdom. here with the greatest show in the animal kingdom. I just said, look at the elephants. I mean, the props and the staging were really incredible.
They did a really awesome job with those elephants. I'm curious, they're probably made by foam, if I could guess. And whoever made them did an incredible job. I'm very impressed with that.
I mean, if you think about it, it's not just the costuming, the choreography, it's also the sets.
Yeah.
I mean, really, and each club bringing in what feels like another Broadway set, all stacked one behind the next here inside the Pennsylvania Convention Center.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Oh, wow. He's taking a sip of water and coming on up. Captain Rocco Terzi. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Hi, Happy New Year to you.
How you feeling?
Good, really good.
I love seeing these costumes up close. This is so cool. We were just admiring the elephants and the sets.
I love that you went down that slide. You are just a showman.
Thank you,
Top
I appreciate
notch.
it, thank you.
Tell me what went into this theme, about your theme this year.
A whole ton, I mean, we've never done circus, we never really did anything with animals, we found a good way to combine it. We stuck to our game plan since day one. I didn't cut a damn thing out of this show. And
don't make us bleep you in Philly.
I'm sorry. I'm just so proud of every single person in my club.
You know,
I really am.
Your club has so much heart. That's what I admire about you guys.
Small but mighty, that's all I can say.
I love it. I love the heart that you guys have. Your family has been in this club from generation to generation,
more than 50 years.
You know, and your uncle played a very, very big part in your club.
He did.
You know.
He did. I made sure I had him with me today. I couldn't leave without him.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
My buddy's always with me.
Yeah.
Always.
Tell us what this means, like when you perform in his memory.
It's more than just performing for him. It's the 365 days that's involved in it. Down the garage, planning in the summer, all of it goes into it. And not having him here with me, it was a lot harder.
But you carried him with you in your pocket,
Always.
pulling it out, right?
And he's always with you. He is always with you, because you could see that in your performances and what you guys did today. Who made those elephants? Like, I need to know.
We are just us down the garage.
How awesome is that?
Putting our skills together.
Unbelievable.
That's incredible.
We don't take no for an answer.
I love it. I love it.
When you think about more than 50 years, someone from your family has been leading this club. What does it mean? What is kind of the mantra?
Just pride. I'll never let my Terzi name down. My grandfather, my father, my uncles, they led this club with pride every single time they walked down the street. And I always keep it that way.
You had very, very big shoes to fill, and you filled them. Yes,
Thank
you
you.
did. And I really love watching you. I remember a couple years ago, you guys did a Broadway theme. I said, this kid needs to be on Broadway. What is happening?
Thank you.
No, awesome. And did you have a mask on? Is that what
I did. I just ripped it off.
How did you breathe with that? That's crazy.
It was a struggle. That's why I ripped it off so
That's
fast.
okay.
I had some problems in the first show, but we tweaked it out.
Awesome.
I ran a couple laps in between.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, we know this is meanwhile you have a day job, right? This is your passion on the side. What is the season like for you as we lead up to this moment?
I got about a half a month break, and it's time to start looking at themes.
Yeah.
It's that
But it's
simple.
nonstop right now, nonstop.
No, it's nonstop.
Except right now, you're taking a breath, right?
In about 20 minutes, it's going to feel real nice.
Yeah.
What is your New Year's message to everyone out there watching?
Just anything you do with pride and 110% effort.
Yeah, we felt that from you.
Always.
Congratulations. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Thank you so
I like
much.
this lion ringmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Haven't
See you
seen
guys.
this before. Yes, thank you. Happy, healthy, everything.
Oh.
He's so nice,
He's
right?
such a nice guy. He became captain at a very young age. And I really loved watching how he evolved into this captain. Like I said, it's very hard for people to get behind a captain, and his club got behind him. And like Louis Castelli, him as well. I've known Louis since we were children, seeing him become captain and everyone behind him, it's just beautiful to see, you know. And I just love it. I really do.
You know, he learned from his dad, right? Someone from his family has been captain since 1971, so more than 50 years.
Yeah.
And his uncle, and he reached into his pocket and pulled his...
I was about to start tearing up. That was beautiful. That was so beautiful. I love that.
The last few captains we've had tears because you know what this legacy means to them.
And, you know, and this hard work, it brings the tears out. And yeah, I know this weekend I had a lot of tears happening, you know, whether it be from burning my finger or just being tired or just being happy that we pulled it off.
Yeah.
I know how they feel, especially on a captain level. I can't even imagine that. It's just, they put their heart on their sleeve. They put everything into it. It's great.
You know, it was interesting when we spoke with the representative from Live Casino, and he said, this is my first time seeing this in person, right? Can you imagine somebody who hasn't grown up watching it all the time, who hasn't been ingrained in the culture, to know what New Year's Day really looks like in Philadelphia?
If you want to enjoy yourself on New Year's Day, you come to South Philadelphia. That's where it all is. It's what it's all about. And I sometimes think that people don't appreciate what we do until they see what's behind the scenes. Right. It's hard work. It is. There's a great reward. When we look into the crowd, we see people representing each club, but when
like a fan club, right? It's almost like a college team.
It is.
They're all like they have they're waving their flags. They have their merchandise.
And sometimes, you know what people are here for, what club, and what club's the loudest. We should have a competition for that. The people in the stands for which club, who could be the loudest?
And you know, a lot of the captains were saying, these are my groomsmen, the bridesmaids. Yeah. This is, you know, you met your husband.
Personally, in my wedding, I had about we had a lot of groomsmen, like 15 of them, I believe. More than half was from Satin Slipper. And my husband has been in also weddings from our club members. So, like I said, you're just not a club member. You become family with these people. Like, we say brother, sister, like their kids become our nieces and nephews. Like, my son thinks like we're making them grow up as calling them aunt and uncle, and they do the same for us. It's just so great. And I'm just so blessed to be a part of this organization because everybody knows each other. Everybody supports each other.
I see you're rooting for every single club. Like you performed in the very first performance of the night, and you have literally cheered on every single club since.
I just appreciate what these people do. I really do, and I enjoy watching and seeing what everyone does and seeing what everyone puts together, and that's what I really love about the Mummers here. I do. So
I know, and I love this. The rep from Live Casino said, I heard that you practice under the overpass. But when you think about how large these groups are, some of them are huge. Where else are you going to go?
Well, actually, we don't see the sets. The garage guys see the sets, but we don't until we get here, a lot of the dancers.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're either practicing at a gym, like a local gym, either Shot Tower or EOM or under 95. And it's just what we do, and then we come into here, and it's a totally different ball game.
And then you're in rehearsals all week then?
Yeah, we do 2 days a week, and I believe other clubs do as well. So
it's incredible to see how you all pull it together. Yeah. And I know that you were here, you had a chance to watch all of the clubs perform earlier in the day, and you said, Alicia, this night is going to be second to none.
And you're going to really love this performance that's next because you love Disney stuff.
I know. I was going to say, we just got a little sneak peek as they're setting up. And you know I love Disney. You know I love my Disney, my Disney heroines. Mm-hmm. So I'm very curious
You're going to
see,
love this theme.
Getting Moana vibes.
Yes. That's what it is. I'm very excited to see them with the second show. Like I said, a lot of the time, the first show, you get all the nicks, like, the kinks out.
Yes.
And sometimes they don't show you some of the fun things that they have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, okay, so you're getting a few surprises for these evening performances.
Yeah, so there's some things that...
They saved it for us.
They saved it for us. Just us.
Just us and all of our friends watching from 6ABC. I've actually been getting so much feedback already throughout the evening on different social media platforms from people who are watching, not just all over the country, but all over the world.
Oh, I love that.
Which is so special.
So
because they're
special.
like, hey, I'm in England watching this, and wow, what is this? And so
I hope that you can
explain.
understand my South Philly accent because
I think they got you. It's great. Speaking of South Philly, I had a chance to really get an inside tour of the Mummers Museum last year, and I was so impressed with just the history, just how this all started, right? As this European tradition that kind of was passed down here. Back in the, centuries ago, you would go to someone's door, knock on the door, ask for, a cup of something.
It's so crazy because I don't think that many people go to the Mummers Museum to see. If you haven't, go. It's really great to see the tradition. Now, our president of the Fancy Brigade Association, this is his actual 60th year, Tom Knight, in parade. Yeah.
Tom, 6 decades.
Yeah, 60 years parading in the Fancy Brigades. It's incredible. He's a great guy. He throws on many hats. He's the president of the Fancy Brigade Association. He was president of the Mummers Museum. He's an incredible guy, and if it wasn't for him and the board members, this would not be possible. So thank you to our board members and Tom Knight.
Wow, 60 years, that's dedication.
So dedicated.
It really is.
I mean, I've known him from when the Vikings, and he has been nothing but nice to me, so love it.
Honestly, the ambassadors to the Mummers here in Philadelphia, and we were talking about shooting stars. This is their 76th performance. The club has the most first place finishes in the Fancy Brigade division at 18.
Hi, I'm Charlie Kapushniak, Captain, Bill McIntyre, Shooting Stars. Join us as we take you on a perilous voyage across the Pacific as we explore the Tiki Isles with our 2024 theme, Voyage Beyond the Horizon.
Climb aboard and prepare to set sail on an epic voyage across the Pacific and enchanted tropical paradise. Join our proud tribal chief, Charlie Kapushniak, and his crew of wayfinders as they brave the perilous open sea in search of a new home.
You'll encounter native warriors and fire dancers who set the scene ablaze with a volcanic eruption of epic proportions with their 2024 performance, Voyage Beyond the Horizon.
I don't think they can hear me.
Oh, mata matangi. Oh, loto mainata. Oh, mata matangi.
Shooting Stars voyage beyond the horizon. I'm telling you, if you love Moana, you love Disney. You said, Alicia, look, the Mauis are here, and you see Te Fiti at the end of it. That really was something.
They executed that theme tremendously. They really did. Charlie did an awesome job. This club is made of all men. Can you believe that they moved like that? They have a new choreographer this year, which is Jacqueline Leib, and she had them moving. I can't wait to ask him how that was.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the costumes really, each detail, it's incredible. And, this music is so iconic. Yeah. So it really, you could see like the little kids in the crowd too, and the big kids.
The big kid. I was trying to sing the last song.
Yeah, and if anyone can sing it, Felicia, it's you. That'll have to be your next performance.
Right. But I see him coming with his feathers. His costume was beautiful. It really was. I don't know how he moved with that.
And we said this is only his second year.
Yeah.
This is Captain Charlie Kapushniak. And hey guys, hello everybody.
I got my little two sons with me and
Wow.
my co-captain.
Wait, stay over here. We want to see you guys.
Yeah, we can't see you unless you're here. Oh, hey, look how cute you are.
Cute. I love it.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year as well.
Look at this. Oh my gosh, we were just talking about all the detail here. Really incredible. How are you? And how old are you? 4. 4? Do you want to come up here, say hi to everybody? Yeah, come on. Say Happy New Year. What's his name?
Brody.
Brody.
Hi, Brody.
Look here. Look at everyone on 6 ABC. Say Happy New Year.
Say Happy New Year. So cute. This is what it's all about. Do you see this? Oh my goodness.
How does it feel? How are you feeling?
A little out of breath, but getting into it. I was confident, relaxed. It's my second year. Last year I had the first year jitters.
Yeah. Okay, so now that's all in the rear view.
I feel like I'm a pro. I feel like I'm ready to go.
Your hair stood very nice.
Not for my liking.
Listen, I'm telling you, you kicked it out there. You kicked it out there. I saw it. I think that having Jacqueline with you guys this year, you could really see that she had you moving. I've never seen this out of the stars before. I was so impressed. You executed this top notch. It was great.
Yeah, Jacqueline worked very well with what she had. Obviously, we have our dancers that can stay up with the best of them, and we have some that can't. And she really identified that and did a really nice job making it work.
That's her specialty. I truly believe that.
Absolutely.
It is.
So we met Brody. Introduce us to everybody else.
This is my oldest son, Charlie. This is my co-captain, Mason Smith.
How's everyone feeling?
Super electric. It's exciting, and we nailed it. Definitely nailed it.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Felt good. Hopefully take home a win.
Yeah. I mean, tell me about your theme. First of all, how we love Moana.
Yeah, so we picked to turn in first back in February, and this is one of the themes that Mason and a few other guys in the club wanted to do for a while. But it's kind of tough when you're picking middle or end of the theme turn-in. So we had the opportunity to do it. We've been working hard since then, and looking forward to actually sitting back and watching it. Looking forward to actually sitting back and watching it.
Yeah. The costumes are so. Oh, look at this.
And the light up elements.
Yeah. The black light really accented that fire scene.
So usually when people use these, I never saw them with lights before. I usually just see them with fabric, so that was really different.
Yeah.
I like that touch.
Yeah, it definitely worked. We saw it the other night, and to be quite honest with you, we weren't sure how it was going to turn out, and we saw it, and it was very impressive.
I'm very impressed. I love this. This is great.
Charlie, how does it feel to watch it back, knowing all the hard work that goes into this?
Honestly, it's the best part of doing this. You work hard all year. This week, this day is probably the most stressful week or day of the year for all of us. And then to sit back and relax and enjoy it puts us in a spot where, we can actually relax and have a little bit of fun doing it.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel the fun.
I want to dance. I want to learn your dance. Oh, look at that. Look at you moving with that costume on. Do you see that?
Yeah, the hat was a little bit of a struggle. We worked on it for a while, but it seemed to work out.
No, you did incredible. For it being also your second year, you really kicked it out.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What is your New Year's message for everyone who's watching out there?
If you're not into the Mummers, make sure that you get into it. There's a lot of things, not only New Year's Day, we do a lot of fundraisers. We do, donations. We do a lot of different things. And, enjoy 2024 because I know that I am with my family and the Stars as well.
This is obviously a family affair.
Yeah.
And that's what we feel.
Absolutely. It is. His father is my godfather. My dad is his godfather, and now Mason is Brody's godfather. So definitely, family ties and good things happen. And so looking forward to what the future holds for Shooting Stars.
Congratulations and Happy New Year to
Thank
all of
you.
you.
Happy New Year. Go
Happy New Year,
Stars.
Brody.
Oh, so cute.
Thanks for bringing everyone up here. This was wonderful.
Happy New Year. Wait, I love that. I love that, the Godfather, this Godfather, that guy.
Yes. I mean, I think that's, what you feel. Who's your son's godfather? Probably one of your brothers.
No, it's my brother-in-law, my son's, my husband's brother. So, yeah.
There you go, right?
Yeah, he's my
honestly
brother.
keep it. I love that.
Yeah, you keep it in the family. I mean, and these people become family. I think that, I'm not sure if Mason and Charlie are, blood relatives, but, I mean, they have been in this club together for, I believe, extremely long. So I just love it. I love everything about this. The Shooting Stars is a very strong club. And when you're a shooting star, they say, you're born this way.
Yeah, we were talking before about the fact that they have the most first place finishes in Fancy Brigade history at 18.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they come to win.
Yeah, and for Charlie, this being his second year, I think that he is bringing it home for them. He has them behind his back. He has them, respecting him and trusting him, and that's very important as a captain. And you could tell just by talking to him, he's such a nice guy, and I think that's very respectable, and he gets behind his club and they get behind him. He took his co-captain's theme and made it a reality, as, like I said, it's just not one person that puts it together, it's the whole club, and I think they did great.
Tell me a little bit about the work that you guys do in the community. It really was so beautiful to hear the stories of giving back.
Yeah, so we do, like you saw, Kisses to Kyle. We do a veterans food drive, anything that the Fancy Brigades can get their hand on to, support and do fundraising and give back. We're ready for it. We're here to do it. So.
Well, you see how the community supports you.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we do it for. We do it for the community. So if we can give back to the community, it's very important, and we want to do it. We want to give back to people in need. I think we also do like a teacher's drive. We've done that. It's just really nice to do for your community.
It is, and it's nice to see all of the people who turn out today to support the Fancy Brigade Association for this just a day of performances. Again, it's a tradition. This is Philly's tradition on New Year's Day.
And every person in here is giving extreme energy. You could see it in the crowd. You could see everybody so excited, and I feel it. I feel all the energy.
You said sometimes you actually start your day on Broad Street.
Yeah.
This year, because you're here, you performed and you're here with us. You spent the day at the convention center, but it's a really exciting day for people.
Yeah, so usually we'll do the first show at 11:30, and then we'll walk to Broad Street. We'll perform at our sections that we're supposed to perform, and then we come back here. We get a little snack in, and then we perform the show. So it's a very long and busy day. I enjoy going to Broad Street to just see the crowds. But today I was inside and got to stay a little warm, but I did miss that energy. And, we take a big group picture, and it's really nice. It's great to see, people actually coming out on the streets. It's great.
It almost is like becoming, like you mentioned that each club is like a family, but there's also something that, to be said within the community when you tell people, I'm in Satin Slipper, I'm a mummer. There's something I always find so interesting when people in all walks of life are part of these clubs.
It's really funny because I was at the supermarket the other day with my Satin Slipper jacket, and this one lady said, my dad was in Satin Slipper. I went, really? It ended up being someone that my husband's grandfather was in the club with, knew, Grandma Barbara, Pop John, and it was just so crazy. And then who knew this one, that one, just from wearing a jacket.
Small world.
Such a small world. I loved it. I thought that was incredible. I did.
And so, Philly, when you explain to people who don't live here what this is, how do you describe it?
I describe it as like Broadway, Mardi Gras combined.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, just to be on or near Broad Street for the beginning portion of this day is just, I mean, it's something to behold if you have not seen it.
I think that, everyone today, whether it be the struggles of costumes or scenery or financial, I think that everyone really, put on a really great show.
And we have
two more
clubs, right?
more.
Up next, the Downtowners with 10 championships over their 65-year history. They are a very family-oriented club with 28 father-son, mother-daughter combinations, which is absolutely incredible. This is a big year, as this is Austin Sanborn's very first year as captain of the brigade.
Hey guys, my name's Austin Sanborn, and I am the first-year captain of the Downtowners Fancy Brigade. We are here to celebrate our theme for 2024, Dia de los Muertos, and we are here for the town of Santa Cecilia. Our theme is here to represent and celebrate all those who have passed before us, and we're here to celebrate the music and bring to you and celebrate with everyone that's passed, and have a great time. Happy New Year.
Join first-year Captain Austin Sanborn, the Downtowners Fancy Brigade, and the citizens of Santa Cecilia, both past and present, as they celebrate Dia de los Muertos. It's all in the music. So please clap, sing, tap, and shout as those who have gone before us return in celebration with their 2024 production, Dia de los Muertos.
Donde quiero con cualquiera, donde sea, papi, voy a donde quiero con cualquiera, donde
The Downtowners Fancy Brigade. This was a lot of fun, and we were just saying this is Captain Austin Sanborn's very first year as captain. He had a lot of fun with that.
You can absolutely tell that he had such an amazing time, and I am so happy for him, like that first year captain, and he was moving.
You see the
here he
feathers moving into view. Austin, hello. Oh, wow. Hard to recognize you in your skull here. This is so cool. Congratulations, first year captain.
Yeah, thank you so much.
How do you feel?
Right now, out of breath, but absolutely amazing. I love everything they do, and I love every energy that they just put on that floor.
Aussie, I am so happy for you. If someone could deserve this more, it's you. I've known you since high school. You always brought a fun energy to everything you do, and when I saw you out there, you really kicked it out, and I felt that energy. So congratulations, and I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. You're trying to make me cry on TV.
Oh, no, don't
No,
cry.
I'm kidding.
You wouldn't be the first captain who cried for us.
I didn't yet. This is too tight for me to actually shed some tears, so it blocks it.
You know what I'm really also happy about, and it's really beautiful to see? We noticed that this whole thing's about family. His whole family is marching this year, correct?
Absolutely.
They're behind you.
Yeah, they got my back 100%. I have my brother and sister that march right beside me. I have my dad. He just put his suit back on this year. I have my mom. She's incredible. She does everything behind the scenes.
You really do have everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Absolutely. I have uncles, cousins.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
family
it.
affair there.
How does it feel stepping into this role and having your family, your actual family, and then, you know, the club as a family behind you?
It's definitely a family within a family, and having my actual family involved in it as much, I get to spend so much more time with them just from a hobby that we all love. So it's absolutely amazing.
The dedication that you painted your hands and everything. Wow.
My skeletons.
Let's go.
When you look back at the performance, how does it feel?
I'm speechless because this is everything that we actually dreamed and hoped for this year. So just actually standing here and watching it, I mean, they're killing it.
Yeah. You know what
That was never a doubt.
I really loved how you incorporated the glow in the dark, the dark light.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was
Thank you.
really
Yeah,
cool.
we tried to put a spin on it. So we hope everybody enjoyed it.
We did.
We had a lot of fun doing it and making it.
Oh,
So
you could see. What was the inspiration for this theme?
the inspiration was actually Dominic D'Alonzo. He's very creative. He's a free-spirited, wild man in his brain, and I'm so happy to have him a part of us because he puts on something like this, and he includes every single person to make sure that they feel like it's theirs. So it's his idea, but he makes sure that we all know it's ours as well.
That's very nice. And Dana Thiel is your choreographer.
Yes.
And I know that, you know, it could be very hard getting some people who aren't, you know, very strong dancers to people who are strong dancers, and it seems like she did a really great job getting everyone to kill it out there.
Absolutely. Dana brought the heat. We had a conversation after I was elected as the new captain, and she asked me what I felt and what I saw, and she delivered.
I love that. I love that she wanted to do what you wanted and
Absolutely.
to make it your vision. I think that's very important.
Yeah, she's great. She's amazing. She has her own dancing studio as well, so she's nonstop, and she adds on us. So I appreciate it every time that she gives us.
That's great. I can't look at you with this.
My jaw moving.
It really is incredible.
Yeah.
I know you said it wasn't comfortable, but it really does look amazing.
If you want to put a suit on next year, I'll make sure you can wear something like this.
I'm telling you. Oh, I got an offer. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's see. I mean,
Alicia
this
Vitarelli
really is-
and the Downtowners.
It's got a great ring.
This is fantastic for your whole family. What has this meant for you personally? This first year as captain.
This first year, it's incredible, and it's just like overwhelming because the smiles that we get to see on everybody else's faces, and that standing in my position, the way they look at me, it's just inspiring for me to do better for them. And I love every minute of it.
Congratulations. What's your New Year's message for everyone?
New Year's message. Follow the song. Let's get crazy. Let's have a great New Year and have a great time. Stay healthy and happy, and tune in next year.
Captain Austin Sanborn with the Downtowners. Happy New Year. Congratulations.
Happy New Year. Thank you, guys. I appreciate
Thank you. It's so nice. It's so nice. Oh, I think he'll take that. Yes, thank you. Ooh, get all the feathers up here.
His suit was beautiful.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
They're all so beautiful.
Listen, I really am happy for him. I really am. He, like I said, he has such a big personality. So seeing him up there and making it shine.
So you
is
know him
awesome.
from high school.
High school.
Look at
high
this.
school.
I know.
We were on the same prom bus. He was a couple years older. I think that's how I met him. Yeah, he was such a nice person, always respectable, so nice to everybody he meets. There's not one bad thing that anyone says about Aussie, so I love it.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, believe it or not, it's not always smooth sailing for the captains of these brigades. You know we love a little blooper reel, but Karen and Anthony did a little digging, and they have a fun look at the moments that they didn't think you would see.
Captains, they're in the pressure cooker, right? They put these themes on, they're working all year round, and they execute perfectly. As a former captain, I can tell you it's not an easy job. However, is there anything that you think that they really struggle with at times?
I think they struggle with interviews. We have plenty of bloopers on these captains. It doesn't go that quickly and that smoothly in the first take.
Well, we took some behind-the-scenes footage of our captains before they did their interviews.
We'll give it one shot, right?
I'm good. All right.
I don't even know what I'm doing there.
Feels like my left arm's bigger than my right arm, you know what I mean?
Hi.
Hi, I'm Captain Robert Fitz.
Join me on our, Jesus.
Captain of the South Philly Vikings. I forgot what I was going to say. Let me try it again.
Messed up one more time. Where we go?
Our 2024 performance, nope.
On our journey through the,
And our 2024 parade, little town of Santa Cecilia for the Dia de los Muertos.
As we search for the mystical. All right, here we go. We're ready this time. It's go time.
Through our diverse habitats of the earth. And my God.
And best of wishes for, nope, I got it now. I'm good.
Man.
Pale Whale, a ritual of spirit.
Journey through Earth's habitats and our.
Well, the tale that's, I was fine until I had a good one canned, and then you just messed it up.
I didn't know what I was doing.
You have
Isn't
no.
that so true? It's funny. I mean, this happens to us on the news all the time. It's not just them. Listen, we do this every day.
Well,
and you'll catch us in some bloopers too.
No idea how much I enjoyed that. Like, I was cracking up. That was great. That was so funny.
It seems like it's going to be easy to say your own name sometimes.
Yeah,
and you're like, wait, who?
I loved watching that. That was hilarious. That was great. You could see their personalities too while they were doing that. That was so funny.
It is. It's so fun to watch. It's been so nice to get to talk to them and to find out about the journey of the year and what it's meant for them and for the club.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's next? Let's see. I think the Jokers are coming up.
Yes, this is it. It's the finale. This is the final club. This is going so fast with you, Felicia. It's so fun.
I'm actually sad it's over.
But the great thing is it's streaming and people can watch it over and over again wherever you stream 6ABC.
The crazy thing is we watch Mummers tapes. No, I'm not kidding. 365 days a year. When you are in this, you watch over and over and over again. It could be something from years and years ago that you're watching and you really appreciate it. And I know that my husband puts on parade tapes for my son, and he's only 1 year old.
He's loving it.
He's trying to get him in the swing of things.
Yes. That's how you keep the tradition going.
It is, and I know a lot of my friends, their kids are very obsessed with the parade, and I know that they're probably very happy that we have one now because they don't have to watch last year anymore. Now they can watch this year with their kid because they put it on over and over again, Well,
this is it. This is our final club of the evening. The next performance, we're told, is going to be wild as the Jokers take us out west. The Jokers New Year's Association celebrating 75 years of mummery. They've captured 11 first place prizes, including being the very first brigade to win the top prize right here at the Pennsylvania Convention Center back in 1998.
Hi everyone, my name is David Josephovich, captain of the Jokers New Year's Association. Saddle up as we take you through the West for our 2024 theme, Legends of the West.
All aboard. Let's travel back in time, this time by train to 1949, when prosperity and fortune were on the horizon. That is, until Butch Cassidy and the Tasker Street gang decided to hold things up. Will the sheriff and his posse stop this crime spree? From gold mines to stage coaches, the bank and saloon saddle up as Captain David Josephovich and his Jokers take us on a wild ride with their 2024 theme, Legends of the West. Of the West, Jokers New Year's Association. It's our final performance of the night. What a competition this has been.
What a competition. They did fantastic. And we have Mr. Captain over here.
Yes, Captain David Josephovich. Happy New Year. Congratulations. How you
Thank you very
feeling?
much. Tired.
Feeling tired?
Yeah, very tired.
Yeah, that's it. You know what? You leave it all out there.
Yeah, you know, get out there, some things happen, you change your dance moves around a little bit, try to put on the best show possible, but yeah, definitely tired.
David, you did amazing.
Thank you.
You know, I loved everything about it. I love your suit. You always kick it out there.
Thank you. I
Really do.
appreciate it. Thank you.
And you know, I'm obsessed with his child. He has a baby boy.
Yeah,
David.
Congratulations.
First time
6-month-old
dad.
son, he's at home with my wife right now.
Yes. Shout out to Felicia. That's the
Yes,
Felicia I
my
was
wife's
talking
name is
about.
Felicia. My son is David Jake.
Yeah.
He was at the club earlier, all cowboyed up.
Oh.
Like I said, he's only 6 months, and next year he'll be out on the floor.
Yes.
Oh,
he will be.
that's so what is it like to feel? How does it feel for you to pass this on to now your next generation?
It's amazing. Like, my whole family's in it. I marched with my nephews, my grandfather.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, he's still here, my grandfather. Pushing all the flows, they asked me if I'm right 1,000 times, but yeah, he's the best.
Oh
So
my
beautiful.
gosh.
So beautiful. I love that.
How did it feel to be last tonight, to close
So
out the
we
evening?
We haven't done it in a long time, not that I can remember, but yeah, it's definitely pressure going last and giving the judges the last show, you know, so it's difficult, but we put on the same show. We just made our finale a little bit more fun and energetic, so hopefully it worked out.
And who painted those horses? Because they look like really lifelike.
So we had problems all year with horses. They're actually very expensive to rent. So we came up with a million different ideas, and one company that we work with, Billy Mooney, a guy from our neighborhood, he actually prints them out. So it looks
I thought
3D
that was
and
so
all.
cool.
Yeah, it was a good idea.
It was such a great way of doing it,
Yep.
too. I
Yeah.
thought that was great. I felt like it was like very...
Oh, there they are. Here,
yeah.
see in the back.
Yeah, like look at... I was walking around and I saw it, and I was like, that's awesome. You know, that's really
Cowboys
cool.
was a fun theme, especially
And I
this
really
year.
love the first suit that came out, the black one.
Yeah, so they're
That
like,
was
so
cool.
I'm like the lead outlaw. They're my crew.
So
we
cool.
wanted to do something with black and white, and then take that mask off to reveal a little bit of color on the
Lead
floor.
outlaw.
And it worked out. Yeah.
Yes,
lead outlaw. Yep,
yes.
That's me.
Captain Outlaw. How does
at
it
you.
feel watching it back here?
It's amazing. Like you don't really know exactly what you're doing, if anything behind you is messed up, but from the looks of all this, it's exactly what we wanted to do all year long, so you can't be mad about anything else. The show that we wanted to put on, we did, so let the chips fall where they may.
And that must make all the hard work, the dedication, the long hours, lack of sleep,
Yeah,
all of the above worth it.
Oh yeah. I mean, the group of guys that we have is amazing. You know, they'll kind of do anything that you want and roll with the punches. So
It's really nice because like David is very good friends with my captain, Maselli.
Yes.
And is that a nice thing? Like you're able to talk to each other, and
Yeah.
I know you guys feed off of each other.
Yeah, we he needed something earlier in this year, so we gave it to him, helped him out. He was running a little short on
Feathers?
a back piece harness.
Is it
I think.
feathers?
No, it was back piece. So I gave him one of our back piece harnesses, and then we sit there and talk. For next thing you know, it's an hour later. I'm like, oh man, I got to get back to the garage. He's like, oh, me too. So that friendship is
that.
amazing. I love Chris.
Yeah, I really see that with you
Yeah.
guys, and you know. You hop into our club, he hops into your
Always,
club.
yeah,
Well,
always,
that's what I mean. Even though they're
Sundays, I live next door to one of our oldest members, Johnny Ricky. I grew up next to him my entire life. So when I go up there, I can sit with Johnny. I talk about him. He asks about the old guys in our club, how my grandfather's doing. So it's nice to change the pace from my club to go there.
Don't you think that speaks so much to the heart of Philly and what this city is
Oh, yeah.
made of?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, this tradition is like no other, and it's got to stay on for another 100 years because like the beautiful shows that we do, and we're not professionals. You know, we're longshoremen, electricians, lawyers, and stuff. So
What's your day job?
I'm a longshoreman.
Me
Yeah, I'm
too.
a longshoreman down ILA, and then I bartend the Keenan's in the summertime. So
Yes.
if you're down to Keenan's, come by, see me.
You
I'll
say,
make sure you have a
hey,
good time.
David, I watched you on the Mummers Parade.
That's it. That's it. And now you pass this tradition on to your son and your son. Yeah. And this is how we keep it.
This is it. This is how we keep it alive.
Strong as it is right now.
of course.
What is your New Year's message? You got the final one of the night.
Be safe, be healthy, be happy. Yeah.
Be happy.
Be happy.
I
That's,
love
that's
it.
the number one. Be happy. Yeah. Be happy. Whatever you do in life, make sure that you're happy.
I love that.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys very
So
much.
fun to
Yeah.
watch.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yep.
All right.
Hopefully maybe next year you'll have my son up here with me.
That's it. Please, please. We want
You
to.
might not
Yeah,
get
I'll
him
bring him
back
up.
if that's the case.
Everyone says he's like a baby doll. So.
Jokers New Year's Association Captain David Josephovich, thank you
Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Always good seeing you.
Yes,
Thank you.
2024 off to an amazing start.
What an amazing start.
All 10 clubs tonight. Everyone just really brought the heart and the energy. Here you go. It was really something to watch.
Seeing like the stands, no one being in it, that makes me so sad.
Oh,
like, it's
everyone's
over.
packing up.
They're packing up to go to 2nd Street.
That's what's next, right?
Oh,
Well, the results will be announced soon on Action News at 11. We'll have it for you anywhere you stream or watch 6ABC as well. The 2024 Fancy Brigade Competition finale. We did it.
We did it. Let's grab our little
Yes,
umbrella.
for Anthony Stagliano, our friend Karen Keller. We hope you're feeling better. And Felicia Punzo. This was so wonderful. And a big thanks to Live Casino and Hotel, our sponsor tonight, making sure that these traditions can persist and thrive here in the city of Philadelphia.
I absolutely enjoyed myself.
This was fun, Felicia.
This was fun.
I know.
I love it. I love it, Alicia. Thank you so much for having me. And
got
you know,
it.
this is going to be a great year for everyone. And I loved what David said. Be happy. That's very important.
And have fun. And Happy New Year. Happy 2024.
New Year, 2024.
Take us out with a strut, Felicia.
Yeah.
Let's go.